All right, appreciate you, Jahmal, man. Jahmal Harvey coming through, bro. I appreciate you doing this interview, man. It
No
mean a lot,
problem.
bro. All right, so man, just tell me, man, we in your gym, bro. Tell me about like how you got started in the boxing and like how'd you get your start, man.
Man, I got started in the boxing. I was about 12, going on 13. I was playing football for Oxon Hill Roadrunners, and my coach, Daryl Davis, who was the coach, who was my boxing coach, he was my football coach at the time. In the off season, he was telling kids from the football team to come up to the gym. He had started his own gym, and he wanted us to just stay in shape all year round. So when Little League come back around, we'd be still in shape. We just wouldn't be just sitting. So that's how I initially started. I would go train boxing in the off season, and then it got to a point where I realized I was good, and I did football and boxing at the same time. I leave football practice, go to boxing practice, and then I eventually end up sticking with boxing. I just felt like I had more to. I could succeed and go further with the boxing. Going into high school, I was short, probably about 5 foot, 85 pounds. In boxing, I was winning nationals and stuff. It was more of an even playing field.
You was doing football at first, so like when did you like start to make that like realization as to like, oh, I probably can do this boxing thing full time and start kind of veered away from football?
Um, I would say going into ninth grade, going into high school, really. Uh, my first year boxing, it was just like I would win some, I would lose some. I think I had lost like 3 fights my first year boxing. I didn't go to no nationals. I was winning I was losing the local tournaments, but then by my second year, I took off. I just started winning. I was winning local events, regional events, national events, and I realized I was super good at the sport when I was training for all year round. And that's when I decided to stick with it.
So like your first ever fight, like talk about like that, like how were you like nervous? Like how was it like preparing for your first ever fight?
I was nervous for sure. I mean, I was excited first to fight, but then when you get there, you put your stuff on, you about to get on, and you nervous. But then, like, once the bell sounded, I don't know, I think I just like blacked out. Like, I just went to fight mode, and it was fun. I wasn't nervous doing like actually, and I wasn't scared or like hesitant. I was just in there on go mode.
What was like? Oh, my bad. What was the outcome of that fight?
The outcome of that fight, I lost my first fight. So, but me, I'm a super competitive person. I never forget. Once I lost my first fight, I had told my coach and my dad, I'm like, dang. Now I said, now I gotta see it through. I gotta stick to it. I at least got I can't go out with no losing record. I gotta go get a winning record now. And then ever since then, my second fight I won, and then I think I lost. I would lose, win, lose, win. I was 3-3 starting off, and then once I got to that third loss, I took off. I probably won like 50 fights in a row.
So like you talked about your first fight. You lost that one. Like how do you handle like losses or like setbacks in like boxing?
Um, so my first fight, I feel like I really didn't care that I lost because at the time I was still thinking football. Like I really care about football. That's all I care about. Uh, that's all I really care about. But I'm competitive, so I wanted to win. But I didn't take that loss as hard. I mean, once I lost, I kind of did take it harder though, because I didn't like losing. I realized I really wanted to win more, and it just made me want to get in the gym and work harder. Every time I lose, it's like it just bring out a different side of me. I make sure I go win my next fight.